Welcome back to the Deep Dive, where we try to cut through the noise and get straight to the insights you need. Today, we're tackling something lots of us think about, or maybe you're already doing it, learning a new language, specifically how you actually begin learning English. It's this universal challenge, right? It can be frustrating, but also, incredibly exciting. But how do you really start, like without getting completely lost or overwhelmed straight away? The source material for our deep dive today is this guide, similarly called Beginning English, a 7-minute guide. And what's really interesting, I think, isn't just what it says, but how it's structured, this whole 7-minute point-by-point thing. It feels like maybe that's the real blueprint for learning without the stress. We're going to try and pull out those key bits you need to kickstart your English journey with some confidence. Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah, exactly. And our mission here is really just that, to explore the core ideas and the actionable advice from this guide, how to effectively start learning English. And what's pretty unique about this source, like you said, looking at the metadata, it's actually designed as a 7-minute podcast, and it promises to talk by points.
Mhm.
Now, for someone just starting out, understanding not just what to learn, but how, well, that's crucial, isn't it? And the deliberate structure of a guide like this. It can be just as vital as the content itself. It seems tailored to help you get knowledge quickly, but, thoroughly enough without feeling swamped, which, let's be honest, is often the biggest hurdle when you start anything new. It gets that the first steps need to be impactful, but also really, really accessible.
Okay, I'm genuinely curious about this 7-minute thing
Yeah.
because my first thought, and maybe yours too, listening, is, well, that's really short. I mean, learning English. 7 minutes, it almost feels wrong somehow, doesn't it? My memories of starting languages involve like big, heavy books and just endless lists of verbs.
Yeah.
So how does a guide like this actually deliver something useful in such a short time? What are these nuggets it offers in just 7 minutes?
Well, the 7-minute duration is actually quite strategic. It's really aimed at tackling that feeling of information overload, especially when you're brand new. Think of it as a focused shot of knowledge, a power shot. The guide knows that the sheer scale of learning a language can feel massive, so it focuses on immediate, sort of achievable wins. For instance, in those 7 minutes, it's not trying to teach you complex grammar rules. No way. Instead, it offers 3 core first steps, things that give you actual communication tools you can use right now.
3 core first steps. Okay, that sounds very specific. What are they?
Right. So the guide focuses on what it calls the essential 3. First, it gives you the 5 most common, most crucial English greetings. Hello, hi, good morning, afternoon, evening, how are you, and nice to meet you. And it gives simple phonetic guides, emphasizes trying to sound natural. Second, it hits basic self-introduction, just a simple, my name is your name, and I am from your country. And it tells you, say these out loud now. And third, it introduces what it calls survival vocabulary. There's 5 common things you see every day, like coffee, water, phone, door, and crucially, thank you. The clever part is it teaches these actively. It encourages you to, point at your coffee cup and say coffee.
Ah, okay. So it's not about teaching you everything about English, but giving you these immediate digestible bits you can actually use instantly. Just like a linguistic appetizer, like you said before we started. A taste that makes you want to stick around for more, rather than just filling you up so much you want to leave. That makes a lot of sense for managing, what did you call it? Cognitive load, the mental effort involved. Instead of feeling like you're staring up at Mount Everest, you're just taking those first couple of steps on a path that's clearly marked.
Exactly that. It's about respecting your time, sure, but also making those very first steps feel manageable, not monumental. It offers this low commitment way in that actually encourages you. It doesn't intimidate. The guide seems to get that your brain, when it's starting something totally new, like a language, it's literally forming new connections, new pathways. If you imagine your brain building, I don't know, a new road system just for English, dumping tons of info at once is like trying to build a whole highway overnight from a pile of asphalt. It's chaos. But a focused 7-minute session that's like carefully laying down a few key roads, clear, easy to navigate, and useful straight away. And that builds confidence. It tells your brain, okay, hang on, this isn't actually impossible. I can do this.
I really like that idea, making those new roads clear. And it sounds like this guide uses that same accessible approach for how it delivers information too, moving from just being short to being clear with this talk by points structure. So tell us why that structured point by point delivery is so important for a beginner.
Well, this brings up a really key question, doesn't it? Why is structure so vital when you're making those new neural pathways? When you're a beginner, I mean, everything feels new and kind of floaty. Without a clear framework, information can just feel like a big jumbled mess, a points approach. It cuts down on that ambiguity. It gives you these mental anchors, and that's just invaluable for remembering things and feeling confident, Especially with language, instead of just a long, rambling explanation, you get these distinct foundational pieces, things you can grab onto and then build on.